Someone's ancestors really wants to communicate with them. All right. I'm picking up a strong ancestral type of reading, type of message coming through for this channel message today. And they want to teach you about your gifts, your psychic abilities. There's an aspect to it, excuse me. I do feel like this is someone that is very loving, very, very kind. You have a lot of great ideas, very imaginative. You can be very sensitive to energy and people around you. So it's like your ancestors want to give you some type of ancient wisdom to help you master how to work with this energy, or help you master how to pinpoint exactly what aspects of your gift either need fine tuning or something. So you may struggle with being able to read yourself or receive the messages that your ancestors are trying to give you. You may doubt yourself. There's something about miracles still being something that you are, working with. And I feel like you believe, right? You have faith. That's what it is. You have faith, but this requires belief. All right. And they both go hand in hand. I'm being drawn to Shadow Moon and American Gods. So this weekend I watched Shadow Moon. No, excuse me. I watched American Gods, right? And I'm still on season 1. I know, right? This is the first time I'm even watching the show. And the first time that this is coming up in the reading. So for whoever you are, there's something about believing. Your belief may have been shaky from young. And ancestors, okay? Ancestors, because there may be a lot of authority figures that really abused, manipulated, or misused your sensitivity when you were very dependent. So you may not be someone that doesn't really take a lot of advice from people, or you don't really listen to a lot of people. So who you get your advice from or how you receive your messages are very strict, okay? Very particular. I'm hearing new. Okay. You may not be new to this, but you are true to this by blood, is what I'm hearing. Your traditions, like I heard, we go way back. All right. So if you are new, welcome to our little love nest over here on Talk Taurus Tarot. Welcome, Tauruses. TT here, giving a channeled message for all of my Taurus babes out here. If you're returning, welcome back, you guys. All right, this could be an element where you don't work well with other people. You work better on your own or alone. It's easier that way, I'm hearing. We're gonna put that here for a second because this card is really heavy. So I've already shuffled them. So we just gonna talk. We're gonna channel these messages. Get comfy, you guys. Take my time today, okay? Didn't I say ancestors want to talk to you? Talk about your roots. You have a very wise ancestor. This is someone that I feel like I heard dearly departed. All right, so they could have left you unexpectedly, and you're having to figure things out on your own. This aspect of yourself will require your emotions, I heard, will require your cooperation. This level to your intuition, all right? Accessing this level of your intuition will require you to go on some type of self-discovery journey. I feel like you're already on that journey, but it's like you're about to go deeper. You're about to go even deeper, and they need you right now. And this level it's going to bring you a lot of luck. Okay, I heard lucky. Someone could be from Ireland, Irish. I heard leprechaun, luck of the Irish. So yeah, there's a strategy to this. Okay, there's a method to the madness. Okay, there's a lot you don't know, One more card. This one, the Sage. What did I tell you? Oh my goodness. Okay, this is just confirmation. Be devoted and committed. Unlimited potential after living a life of lack. Okay, disruption, things being constantly taken from you, things being constantly disrupting your plans. You know what they say? Making plans is like God laughing at you, essentially, because nothing ever goes as planned. So there's a strategy to this feel good energy. There's a strategy to allowing yourself to be emotionally dependent on more than just yourself. And it's also a human interaction with other people as well. Because like you've mastered being alone or being by yourself. And this aspect of your journey may require you to work with other people, collaborate, make friends, network, okay, interact. Their energy could be very draining, okay, especially if you're sensitive or you're intuitive, but everything comes full circle. I heard there's a wounding. I'm seeing a yo-yo, so you may be feeling like a yo-yo, like trying to fit a box into a circle or a circle into a square. It just doesn't fit, but it's more in the winding up. Something gets wound up, generated. Something gets generated here. Yeah. Even if you don't have the money, this is how things get generated. Where positivity exists, the polar opposite also has to exist as well. They're like it's a double edge to everything. Disruption. So when we meet chaos and when we meet things that disrupt our comfort zones, it propels us forward. It enlightens us. It refines us. It sharpens us. That's what they're saying. We have lotus flower. I'm hearing flower bomb. Okay, so mastery. You have some type of mastery here, and it's to get you to take certain steps towards becoming some type of ascended master. Someone here is, I heard, scheduled. So you're scheduled to become like some type of ascended master on your journey. And the ascended masters, like when you ascend, you will become some type of ascended master. And it's through these experiences that have disrupted your peace, through these experiences that have disrupted your stability. Okay, these events have had an effect, whether they be good or positive. They've had an effect. You know something, you're good at something. So taking the steps to continue receiving that that wisdom, or continue being open to these events that translates into wisdom, that then translates into the right action, or the action that's specific for you. Because I get this feeling, Taurus, where your journey's not going to be like everyone. You have 41 and 13. So we have 5 and 4. So a lot of times when things don't go your way, Taurus, or when there's an unexpected thing that you cannot predict because you're so intuitive, that 5 and that change makes you feel, it can have it can have a negative or a positive effect on you. And I feel like the negative effect these events have put you back in the state of, I don't know how, I feel defeated. Like you descend. And it's because your perception, right? You feel deeply, you perceive deeply that these events are things that you can avoid. So your belief system essentially Is this a trick or a prank? Okay, because this is, it's essentially like tricking your mind. Tricking your mind to perceive something. How you analyze the situation and yourself at all times always works to your benefit. Disruptions, unexpected events, chaos, tragedy, disappointment, they all work to your favor. Perceived to be a blockage, but they're actually a blessing in disguise. You can't control the actions of other people, but you can control yourself. And a way that you control yourself is by eliminating these events that create deception, or disruption in your on your path. All right, because I could clearly see here where there all the good things is on one side and all of the negative things are on the other side, but it's what makes you a sage, right? Despite the ups and downs, despite the disruption of the events, you always come out on top. And hence in turn wiser. This is making me think as well of Sadhguru. If you believe that washing dishes are boring, I think that's what he said one time, was if you believe that washing dishes is something that you don't want to do and it's boring, then yes, you will feel the adverse effect of what that experience is like. You won't enjoy doing the dishes. You're going to be upset. You're going to feel like you got the shitty end of the stick. But if you choose to wash dishes and smile and enjoy the experience of something that has to be done regardless, you won't no longer dread the experience, and then so much more joy, right, will come into your life. So much more opportunities will become a thing you get to experience. So when these disruptions come, these are things that you do not want to have to experience. These are changes you do not want to have to go through. So the do not has a more relevant reality than the how can you work with this energy? How can you utilize this energy to work for you? These events, these mishaps, these disappointments, these setbacks, they're setups, they're not setbacks, is what they're telling me. They're setups, not setbacks. And the Ascended Masters are teaching you that because you are embodying so much positive energy, loving energy, you will be like a light to the dead. You will attract the negative energy because you're only experiencing, or you're only holding the light, right? So in the movie, I think it was the dead wife, right? The dead wife could see Shadow Moon's aura. That's essentially what they're showing me. It's like your aura is going to attract sickness to you. Your aura is going to attract people, places, and things to you that are not on your level. I don't feel like the intention is for you to change them, right? Because you can't change them. That's control, right? But I do feel like your intentions here, you just doing it is enough. You just being the sage is enough. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to think too hard about or overthink or overanalyze what's wrong with these people, places, and things, because you already know what it is. You inspire people to take action by you doing it for yourself, despite the adversity, despite the experiences, despite the losses that you've taken. Your trajectory is always to keep going towards your palace, your sanctuary, right? Because like all these trickles here is making me feel like every step you take, you leave behind enough. So you don't have to turn back around and focus on so much of it. Just keep walking forward. You just keep moving forward. Disruption came, a loss appeared, but you don't have to overanalyze it. I feel like the element of overanalyzing it is when you become out of a state of flow. Okay? So remembering the way of the stage and what you're creating and your why. Something about this is remember your why. Why are you doing this? Why are you here? Remembering your purpose helps you remain in alignment. It helps you moving and taking the right steps and actions that you're guided to take. You're in a state of flow. Because when something disrupts your plans, you start analyzing who is it? What is it? What do I need to do to get rid of it? How do I make sure I don't have to experience it? Who's the problem so I can eradicate them? And it's not a who, it's a what. It's a what are you doing? What steps are you taking? And have you stopped taking those steps to confront or address so the hyper attuning to the negativity in your world, your life, and in your experience? Something is shocking to you. There's going to be some type of shocking revelation. You will know that you have passed this test successfully, right? When you are not triggered, okay, anymore. The lack of love, the lack thereof, the lack of money, the lack of finances, when it no longer triggers you. And I'm not saying deflection and just burying it or putting it in the closet. The moment that it no longer triggers you, where you will stop moving with your intentions despite who comes around, then you would have mastered your sensitivity to the elephant in the room. Because that's what I feel like this disruption is. This could be something as simple as you being able to hear the thoughts of someone else's negative opinions of you. You being able to hyper attune to who is talking about you. You being able to hyper attune to what someone is plotting, planning, around you. This is serious. Whoever you are, you're ascending into a big ascended master. Okay, and these are coming to help you as well. How do you spend your energy? Where does all of it go? You're going to notice that you can be in a room and not of it. You can be in an environment but not of it. It doesn't have the ability to shift your mood or your perspective. Yeah, this is definitely for my introverted Tauruses out there. My super introverted Tauruses. It's your belief that gives life to whatever it is that you're experiencing. Your belief that makes it true. You understand? This is why the power of prayer is so, the power of prayer is so powerful. Because we have, hold on, Taurus. We have more than one person tuning to the same frequency of likeness. Whatever it is that they believe, more of it comes into fruition. I keep dropping everything. I feel like this is what keeps happening to you, because my cards keep slipping out of my fingers, where it feels like something keeps falling and you're unable to keep a steady flow of something. It may be like an increase, a decrease, an increase and decrease. And it's like you're tired of the emotional roller coaster. Emotional roller coaster. Something keeps having the ability to get you off guard. Something keeps having the ability to distort your mood, shift your perspective. And whatever this is that you're manifesting, you need to be able to hold it long periods at a time. Family. Who knew? Who knew? I keep hearing that song. So objectively, you're trying to create generational wealth for yourself. You're trying to tame your own personal demons. You're trying to be more gentle with yourself. You're trying to move forward. You don't want to fight. You don't really want to have to experience the adversity that comes along with this journey. Okay? So when you come to a point on your journey where you have to make a big decision and you have to think about it, I feel like fear becomes a state of like a paralysis. Someone could be experiencing sleep paralysis, and it's from a state of fear. Like, what if I give to the wrong person, or I share with the wrong person and then they use it against me? So this could be from a past life as well. Or this could be from you what you witnessed happen in your own family. And you're like, I'm not allowing that to happen to me. Wanting to make sure that you collaborate with the right people. Yeah, you will cut anybody off. It's a wrap. That's where you meet this Tower moment. This journey comes with it. It is not for the weak or the faint of hearts. It's like all this light energy, and then boom, destruction. The moment you start thinking it won't work, the moment you start doubting yourself, the destruction is doomed to come into fruition, because you have given it that much thought, that much thinking, that much power, that much belief, that much reassurance, just by you pondering on it, just by you thinking on it. And then you get tired, like, you know what, I'm over this shit. I'm tired of dealing with this. May they all rest in peace. Because you feel defeated. You feel defeated to something that you're not able to control. And there's always someone lurking and waiting to test your boundaries once you've reached this point of frustration. That's what I feel like this is. You reaching a point of frustration has the ability to shift and shape the trajectory of your life. But what you don't see is that for the stage, you play an active role on how you feel within and what's to come and how it's to play out. It's predictable. So Spirit is saying you're too predictable, or you're extremely predictable. When you go looking for something, curiosity kills the cat all the time. Looking for something, you're going to end up getting exactly what you're looking for. But if you take steps and you focus on being intentional, stopping to look around is a distraction, right? Stopping to see if someone is still following you is a distraction. It's either you know you got the juice and you're in a good mood. I'm in a good mood. They'll come. The right people will come. The right people will be inspired by you. But I feel like spirit is just telling you, like your ancestors are saying over and over again, these ascended masters, people are going to come to you. Do you think the doctor at the hospital is saying they went all those years to become a doctor and to practice medicine just for them to get inside of their own clinic or their own practice and wake up every day and say, ugh, I'm so tired of my patients canceling on me? Right? They don't even have the decency to call back and reschedule. The physician isn't overwhelmed by their own practice, right? They went to school for it. It's their why. Why do they get up in the morning and be there before everyone else? Why do they sleep at the hospital? Why do they go? Is it just for the money alone? If it was just for the money alone, you think they'll be able to have the patience for the patient that comes in there and they're complaining about everything going wrong in their life? If they looked at every single situation through that lens, they would never become a doctor. Or they will constantly mess up and they won't be able to accurately perform their craft in that medical field. So essentially, as an intuitive, right, as someone that's psychic, mediums, clairvoyance of any form, an empath, people are going to come to you. They are. But every time that there is a disruption, or you're picking up on lies and deceit, and you're picking up on all these other intentions, whether they're directed towards you or not, it's negative energy, it's low vibrational energy. But you're in a field that works with low vibrational energy. Is the Reiki healer that's performing a Reiki session on someone that has an entity in all three of their lower chakras, are they shying away from the fact that they have to use themselves as an energetic cord or a straw to allow divine energy or angelic energy to channel through them to remove that out of you? No. What they did was they focused first on being the best at what they do. And then from there, every time they encountered someone of low vibration, they go within the situation, understanding who they are, knowing what they're capable of, and knowing the truth is that if I focus on the fact that, oh my God, there's an entity, oh my God, if I overthink about it, I manifest it into my life. And if I'm still in the practice or the business of manifesting my nightmares, then I need to go back to the drawing board. Maybe I'm not as high vibrational as I feel I am. Maybe I'm not as prepared. Okay? Maybe I need to go put my jacket on and take it off a couple more times so I can ding the bell with my leg. You know, like with my foot. That's the type of stuff that this is. Because it's easier to do things alone, right? This is like, I want to do everything alone. I just want nobody in my environment. I just want peace. I just need a break. I'm tired. Something has you tired. Something has you overanalyzing, overthinking. Okay, the world is on your back. People are lying to you, manifesting against you. You don't know whether to emotionally detach or to continue doing what you're doing. But as long as your intentions are in alignment with yourself, there's a strategy to this. And that's what your ancestors say. There's a strategy to feeling good. There's a strategy to waking up every day. There's a strategy for everything. There's a remedy for everything. What I said. So, all my introverts out there, my quiet ones, My dreamy, imaginative Tauruses out here. You're sensitive. And if you're sensitive and you have children, they're sensitive too. So yeah, they're gonna watch you because you're creating something that ain't never been done before. You're gonna give them something to talk about. Because your cup is full. See, the spirit realm is a little bit different, and I feel like that's what they want to talk to you about, is because you got to be able to not only read, but you got to be able to sense what you're sensing. You got to be able to read the person. You got to be able to as well curate a spiritual antidote. Okay, you got to be able to do a lot. So yeah, a lot of time and hard work does go into it, but I feel like there's an area where something gets taken personal. You know, where something gets taken personal. When it starts affecting your pocket, something is taken personal. When you start to feel like, what are these events that are causing my finances to go down? What is going on energetically? Maybe it's something on me. But what I feel like this is, the money is going down because you feel like you've met and some type of big roadblock. That's what I feel like here. And this roadblock is going to come in the form of many different versions, right? To be your own family, people that have deceived you. You have a weakness here, and that weakness is easy to exploit. How you've lost before in the past, how you've failed before in the past, how you've had to grieve, mourn, emotionally leave. Those things are still like being worn as badges of pride, and I feel like it feels good to be able to see the doors and opportunities open. But because you believe that they're only open because you've cut certain people out of your life, that is not the only reason why it's open. That's what you believe, so that's what it is. But to a true enlightened ascended master, it's going to be whatever I decide it to be. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be whatever I decide it to be. If I decide it to be because I bucked my toe, or if I decided to be because I didn't take my talisman with me, then that's what it's going to be. Every time you don't take your talisman with you, you're going to see a series of events that play out that confirm with you your belief. Simple. If you believe that you are blessed and that you are already rich, this is how the power of manifestation even works. If you believe that you are being spiritually attacked, you're going to be spiritually attacked. Your willpower has these external factors have the ability to shake your foundation on why you started to begin with and why you're doing it to begin with. Therefore, it will manifest in more than one way, but the source is always going to be within you. Okay? What you ponder on, what you think about, what you focus on. The I can't versus the I can, or I will, or I am. This is not going to be for everybody. But whoever you are, you need to know this, because I feel like thinking woman, Libra energy here. To protect yourself, you pull out this protective mechanism. Like, I have to protect my intuition. I have to protect myself from feeling like I'm being infringed upon. My mind is being tapped into. Because history has told you, or your past history has told you, that this is a problem for you. And they have a lot of secrets, but you already know their secrets. So it's like, it's only when you want to believe that you don't know that you start to get stuck. I don't know what they're up to. No, you know what they're up to. So now they want to teach you how to it's like they want to teach you how to defeat your enemies, these ascended masters. Or you could do it the harder way and keep running. Okay? But if anyone ever saw Avatar, running away from the things that you're afraid of, or the fight itself, never has ended well. Okay? Standing tall in your lane and what you want is way more liberation there. Is way more power there. You can protect yourself from in your fortress. You can fortify your sanctuary. And no matter who comes up into there, you can set your intentions from the doormat to the back of the house. You can do whatever you want to do. Right? When you go into a therapy office, right? Don't they play certain music so they can start they can start opening a person up and shifting the energy in the room from the moment you sit in the waiting room. Every person on earth, when they hear that waiting sound inside of a medical office, it said, what do they say? It reminds me of being at the doctor's office. Right? It reminds me of being here. Because you're the creator of that peace. So when they come to you, they're going to have this experience. And just like you, they're going to follow the leader. So when you see a duck, you don't see a duck stopping across the street to see if all the ducks are following. No, the duck keeps walking. The duck keeps taking action. Trusting in an infinite system that the weak will fall off, whether I want them to or not. The strong will be behind me, and they all, however it plays out, it was going to happen. So it's time for you to master the shadow moon, right? Because I feel like you've already sacrificed your sun, or giving your sun away. And when I say sun, I mean like your good luck. Like you felt like you were so lucky in the light. So a lot of you are about to master the dark. Really? Dark arts. You've already mastered the light. Somebody's about to master the dark arts. This is still an aspect of your lineage. Okay? You still gotta know it, is what I heard. The dark mysteries. You may only want to bask in the light, but until you are going where you're being called to go, which is into the dark arts, into, the other aspect of yourself. This is going to teach you discernment. This is going to help you master self-mastery. It's duality. You got to master the light and the dark. You got to know both. Otherwise, you get your ass cut out here. All right, this is how you stay in alignment with your guides here. That's what they're saying. Stay in alignment. Stay ready so you don't got to get ready, okay? Honey. Stay ready so you don't have to get ready. Final messages for Taurus reading. Overload. What I told you. It's too hard. I just want my person. I just want love. But my person has too much darkness on them. It's too much work. There's too many third party energies. I want them, but they make me so mad. Why would I put myself in another natural disaster? I don't know. You are the natural disaster. The third wheel keeps taking from me. I don't have the evidence just yet, but I will be happy when I cut everybody off. I'm okay but lonely. If y'all don't stop letting the dark scare you. Okay. I'm not saying that to be funny. Okay, but this is survival mode. Frustrated with being in a state of constant survival mode. I'm just trying to survive out here in these streets. Okay, I don't want no smoke. But you out here though. You already out here. And getting your ass handed to you. New home, new attitude. You didn't I say that? You got a new home and a new attitude. Fear, worries, tense situations. You've been in defense too long. It's time to get on some offense. Okay? Guaranteed success. So there's guaranteeing you in some type of success situations in the balance that require careful handling. So, like I said, facing the fears. We got nightmares and sweet dreams, okay? Climbing towards success. All right, Alice in Wonderland, it's time to slay your Jabberwocky. What is it out there? What's in there? What's in the mist? What's in the darkness? We got celebration, fun, enjoyment, depression, anxiety, worry that someone is against you. Like I said, too much concern with sexual matters. Success. You got success and star. Guaranteed success and star. Two-faced friend. Honor and respect will come to you. Increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals. Trouble, accusations, two-faced friends and stuff. To be expected, but they're depressed. They suffer from worry, fear, depression, and maybe you are feeling those emotions too. Or maybe you're not. But if those thoughts are tormenting you, it's time to go on your rabbit trip. Go down your rabbit hole and figure out what is what. Right? New home, new attitude. Because I heard Ed and Lorraine. So someone has the gifts of Ed and Lorraine. You could be a couple and you both possess Ed and Lorraine gifts. So no matter where you go, you have to practice this. And I feel like in Ed and Lorraine's house, they had like a downstairs. They had like objects where they would pretty much like Pokemon. They would go around and they would sweep up and collect these different entities, right? And they would prevent them from, being able to leave or torment other people, and pretty much hold them in objects and like lock that door downstairs. But essentially, they had to work with the light and the dark. Okay, so I'm not telling you to go out there and go try to catch these things on your own, but if it resonates with you, like I said, there's a lot of gifts you possess that are coming through ancestrally, and damn, that is all I have to say about that part, you guys. There's much to say about that, Let's get it. All right, last card for my Taurus. We have a Patience, Heron. Create a plan in nature's stillness and be renewed. Take time alone to find balance. Step confidently towards your purpose. Patience will bring you rewards. Personal choice. Close your eyes. What animals do you imagine? What strengths are they known for? What wisdom do they share? Embrace these qualities. These are your messages, Taurus. I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Toodles. Bye.